Almost every contest at the Iowa State Fair culminates with the awarding of ribbons or banners. The attention, rightly so, is focused on the recipient. But in this story, the focus is on the award itself. In southeast Iowa, a Mount Pleasant company stockpiles more than 4,100 rolls of ribbon, nearly 300 scones of string, 5,500 yards of fringe, and many other supplies. Annually, the materials go into the making of 130,000 to 140,000 rosettes, 6,000 to 10,000 banners, and 1 to 2 million ribbons, not just for the Iowa Fair, but for 300 to 400 state, county, and local fairs around the country.
Our business is recognition more than anything. It's recognition of accomplishments, whether it be in some kind of competitive event or whether it be for a business recognizing an employee, things like that. Our business started in 1898. Sometime in the 1960s, I believe, the board for the Iowa State Fair recognized that we were here right in Iowa and wanted to try and work with an Iowa company, and we've been working with the Iowa State Fair ever since. Most of what we do for the State Fair is on the ribbon side of things. We do everything from just a small little participant ribbon all the way up to the grand champion banners that you would see at the large livestock shows.
Andy says much of the ribbon production hasn't changed much over the years. This is a hot stamping machine. Rolls of gold foil are used to stamp on the fair and award name on each ribbon. The ribbons are then moved to a machine that folds the top of the ribbon, adds an award card to the back, and an eyelet. And a third machine puts the strings through the eyelets. This batch of blue ribbons is now ready to be handed to winners in North Dakota. While much of the work here is automated, a lot of the fancier and more intricately designed products are hand-sewn. For example, what starts as plain ribbon goes through a machine that pleats it. The pleated ribbon is used by a small group of sewers who size the ribbon around a paper pattern to make rosettes to adorn the top of some ribbons. A button is placed in the center of the rosette, which often includes a formal seal or logo. Staats has more than 35 different patterns for rosettes, including a new design for this year's Iowa State Fair Queen Contest. The company said it was just time to upgrade the look of the sashes.
We like the ability to put the care and attention to detail into each award. We want to make sure that they're getting a quality award so that when the recipient receives it, they're proud of that award and it just doesn't get thrown in a box somewhere.
Hard to control where recipients stash their awards or how they treat them when presented.
I've watched them on television. I've seen the kids wad them up and hand them off, but it kind of scares me. Kind of gives me a heart attack at first, but felt's forgiving, so it'll hang out again.
Gail may be a bit more sensitive about the handling of the banners since she's been the one sewing them for 6 years.
I cut a lot of them out myself. Heat press this on, sew the fringe on and the top down to put a stick in. We put cords on.
Gail and General Manager Andy know the majority of the contestants are proud of the ribbons and banners they receive. Andy sees it when he visits events all around the country.
Every time I go, I'm there with my camera taking pictures of the ribbons on display, whether it be on a piece of fruit or vegetable or something like that, or whether it be in the livestock barns where horse show recipients have got their line of rosettes hanging on their stall.
It's hard not to notice the pride and accomplishments, not just for the fair participants, but for those who spend months producing the awards in southeast Iowa.